Everybody, this is Phoenix. Welcome back to Coldborough Park. Here you can see on the left we've got a field there with the windrow down, ready to be picked up. I'm just in this tractor. What I've got this fella doing, he's running pretty much, well, silo to silo. From farm to silo, he's just selling the grain we have. It's going to kick him back on his course. We have a little bit of grain. I've sold a fair hunk of it. Our canola's got an increase. We'll go and dump all that canola after this too. Excuse me. What we've got here with our animals, so the sheep's, the cows, you can see we've got a fair bit of milk there, 115 cows now. We've still got a lot of mixed rations, but I am going to run out of silage soon. Well, I've got enough there for about 3 days, maybe 3.5 days of time. So I need to get some more silage going. I'm out of that at the moment. I've got some hay bales on the way. The reason that windrow is there is I've downloaded a mod, which I have, I've downloaded a mod a while ago. I've used it once before. There's 2 versions of it. I'm just going to jump to my other tractor now. You'll see here I have a full trailer of windrow, well, nearly, it's 19 a bit ton. But, and where I'm backed up here, I've actually bought silos. So what I'm going to do is, because of the huge amount of straw that I'm going to, whoops, just get my menu up here. I've got to be careful not to knock it, because it's not, oops, see, I just moved it. So I've got to be careful, because if I don't knock it too much around, I am not going to be able to unload. It's a bit finicky, but we're going to see how it goes. I've got 2 of them set up already, and I think I've missed that tip point. I think I have. Yep. I'll get this right in a minute. Oh, no. Wow, okay, I'm just going to push it further and further away the way I'm going. This is working fine before. There we go, so I've hit the tip point. As far as I'm aware, it doesn't function like the normal silos with the level showing. As you can see, nothing's going up. Well, I don't think it is. Just jump out the tractor. Still unloading. Nothing coming up the gauge, so that's not going to be an indicator, but it does hold 1,000,000 tons. There's no fill trigger. Once you pull underneath here, it automatically starts filling, so you've got to be precise with what you want. But basically what we're going to do is, instead of making so many straw bales, because we are going to need a hell of a lot, we're going to use this. So I'm just going to guess, well not guess, I'm going to gauge the amount of straw that goes in the mixing wagon using this. You can see over on, and you can see the JCB weight, 6 ton. Those you need that to counterweight the silos, otherwise they just drag them. They tilt tractor up. It's irritating as hell. Just going to drop this weight. Actually, no, I'm not going to take it back to the other farm, but just go through a quick drive. I've got another silo set up there, and there's 2 bales there. But this one here is going to be for silage, so that's why it's near the silage bunkers, so it's for easy fill. I think for the time being we're going to make the grass bales, because I don't think these silos recognise hay. We'll test it, but with this little farm there's not a huge amount of room for another silo or another huge silo. It'll just sort of be in the way, so I'd have to dump it over in that corner there and block off part of the shed where the mixing wagon and the loader arms are, where the bale cell is. I'm thinking that's possibly where we're going to stick it. If it works, so I'll test it out later, but for now we'll just go with 2. I've already started getting grass bales, or small grass bales. Another thing that I have found to make, because we're going to have so many cows, we're going to have to make a lot of mixed rations, is some feeding technology ones. Now, these mixing wagons function exactly the same. They hold a lot more. This one's 28,000, 35, and 42. I think it's 25,000, the auto mixing wagon. So these ones here, the all-in-one unit. I think we're definitely going to use the wagon because of the sheer volume. And what I'll do is I'll just back it underneath the fill points, the augers on those silos, and gauge how much goes in there. I just have to use a bit of maths, obviously. For the mixed rations, you can't have any more than 40% straw. You have to have at least 25% hay and 25% silage. So I haven't worked the math out on that, but at a quick gauge, to be 25% of the hay, which will is obviously going to have the most work involved in it if we're going to be making bales. 25%, it has to have 10,500 in the big mixing wagon, has to be hay. No more than about 40%, so that's about 2,400, I think, 2,600 straw, and the rest has to be silage. That's to get our mixed rations. And worst case is, if it fails, we'll just have to dump a little bit in. It'll go in as grass and silage feed, and we'll just have to top it up with either grass or silage, whichever we need, if we put too much in, which isn't a terrible problem. It's just a little bit of an inconvenience, but that's what the plan is. So I'm going to take this weight back to the other farm because it's so heavy. You notice it in braking distance, in turning. It's just painful. Oops, okay, so I'm going to just drive this back to the main farm. As you can see, just the acceleration. This trailer is heavy, empty, and it's taking so long to get up to speed. It's ridiculous. And we can beat that car. We can beat that car. So I'm thinking we've got 100,000 there. We've still got a little bit of grain to sell. I'm just going to try and drive. This never works out well when I'm trying to do two things at once. Still got a little bit of barley, so I'm going to sell all the barley. What's the prices doing? Barley's still not too bad. Wheat's there. Yeah, we'll sell all the barley and the canola. We just saw the unit there, which will give us a nice input of funds. And I'm not sure if we'll buy more cows or if we don't really have enough to start the potatoes yet. Yeah, we'll probably buy some more cows, I reckon, for now, and we'll just keep them going because they're going to be a pretty significant source, and we'll just do the fields all again. I want to go down and buy field 17 and possibly another grass field, maybe 19 or 20 over near Chantry Farm. The reason I want field 17 or 16 is because they're big and they're going to be for probably corn production or potatoes with the big open area. But no, we don't need that many potatoes. Go for a smaller field for potatoes. Maybe 15 might be potatoes. It's a bit smaller. But we definitely need the corn. We need the silage. You'll see here, now this silo here is going to be for getting all the windrow off and dumping it in here, because eventually we are going to have bigger transports. So I can transport it a lot quicker to the other farms. That silo in the spawn area, in the reset area, is for Yatton Ridge. Is it Yatton Ridge? Yatton Ridge Farm for the fattening, because we will need straw up there as well. And I will have to buy another silo because, well, I need one for silage. So there's a lot more room up in Yatton Ridge from memory, so that's which is good. So we'll just get a little bit more windrow. And what I'm going to do, actually I'm just going to drop this trailer here. And I'm going to drop this nasty tractor weight off because it is so heavy. Just bump him right up in here. Yep, definitely notice the difference. But yeah, we don't need the tractor weight for this. Whoops. We'll just grab the windrow, and what we're going to and we're going to just offload into that silo there in the bunker. Pretty much, we're just going to put it all there for now, and then we'll transport it all at a later date. I can't use Courseplay to set it up, not that I really need to, because this will be something that I can do myself. The reason I probably can use Courseplay if I'm using a reverse mod. Yeah, I just got to be careful that it doesn't bump it. Because if it bumps it and it moves, they are a pain in the ass to reposition. They really are. There is another silo mod that I like to use, which is called Bunker. I think. Now that I've said that. Yeah, Bunker silo is just a big square. But what I do with this one is I set them up on the sides of fields. I think I used it in my States Let's Play series. You set them up on the sides of the big fields that you're using overloaders on. Overloaders are the best for this one, I feel. What you do is you set waypoints up so it gets there at a waypoint point, offloads, and once it's empty, it automatically moves on, and it never bumps the silo if you set it up correctly. Where the mouse is, you can see where the auger is. To the left of that is the fill point, so it's quite annoying. You've got to back up to it to offload without it refilling your trailer. So it's a little bit of an irritation. That's why I like the overloaders. And then I run like a Courseplay, like a semi or a set of tippers that just run from the bunker to silo or to sail. And that's just what I do for the big maps, but just to make it a little bit more efficient. But I obviously won't have any need for that. Whoa. On Culborough Park, everything's close knit, and you just don't have the big room to have multiple combines going to need the overloaders really. So we won't be going down that path. And it doesn't take long to what I'm doing. I'll just probably keep this forage wagon to do this and keep offloading, and then yeah, like I said, bigger semis, bigger hauling gear to move from silo to silo, because we will need a lot, yeah, of straw. It does get chewed through. There's a bit of work involved in what I'm about to do, so I'm not going to film all of this. But what I want to do, I do want to buy some more fields, because now my harvester has. Well, actually, I probably nearly need just a new tractor. Because if I've got this one, what have I got going? I got one going silo to sale. I need one running off the combine. Maybe not. I might need to upgrade the style. I don't need a one with a front loader, because I do have. I wonder if we can sort of cheat on this a little bit. If we can go in this way without clipping it, like so. Oh. Because we have. Oh, there we go. Yep. Because we have the telehandler, we don't need a front loader, so I can sell the Steyr and get a something a little bit more useful for running around. Maybe another T6 or something, or I'd love another Puma. I like the Pumas; they're probably my favourite tractor at the moment, just for the just the level they are, as far as horsepower and for price. So quite good. Need to get rid of that silo. As you can see, they're quite flimsy, but once you put them on the back of your tractor, yeah, you definitely know they're there. Trust me. But yeah, so I'm just going to load this field up, and I'll be back a little bit later because it's pretty. Oh, whoops. Been driving. It's a little bit tedious because it's just back and forth. It's not a very big forage wagon. But yeah, just going to skip ahead a little bit. We'll be back shortly. And welcome back. Skipped ahead a little bit. As you can see, this actually does move this level, because it's only obviously 21,000 going in at a time. It moves very slowly, but it holds 1,000,000 litres. So yeah, it's going to be quite good. We're going to fill it with straw. I've just carted a bit in, top the straw up a bit. We're going to need silage because we've run out of mixed rations. I purchased more cows. We now have 200, and I had about $80,000 income from the milk, which is why we have cash. Sold the canola, which gave us a shit ton. That gave us like 80k for selling the canola, so it was good. Yeah, so we got 200 head of cattle now. That's going to be a good, steady income for us, and it'll give us the grounding to expand. What we need to do next, really need to purchase one of those fields, either 16 or 17, and sow it with corn, and get the silage production going. It's quite an expensive undertaking to get the corn going and get a forager. See how we go. We may just stick with the grass for now to get the silage, but we desperately need some probably tomorrow for the mixed rations, and we need to get the fattening up and running as well. So I've got a few chores tomorrow just to restock everything, but yeah, we'll see how we go. I'm going to end the episode there. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Jeez, that silo is on a terrible lean. I wonder if that falls over when it gets full. See how it goes. As I was saying, thanks for watching, guys. As always, if you enjoyed the content, chuck us a like, subscribe, and we will see you all in the next episode. Thanks, guys.